Imagine you've just finished teaching a concept, and you're met with blank stares from your students. Sound familiar? Let's turn those stares into lively discussions and active learning. Welcome to the session on Mastering Classroom Questioning. In this session, we will be understanding the purpose behind classroom questioning. The objectives of this session are: to understand the purpose of effective classroom questioning, learn different types of questioning purposes and align questions with learning objectives for maximum impact. Before we move ahead, have a look at the 4 questions displayed on the screen. Which of these questions do you think is most effective in promoting deep understanding? And why? I am sure you got it right. Usually, the questions that make the students think beyond the taught content will promote deep understanding. Let us first understand the power of questions. Teacher, it is important to remember that every question should serve a clear purpose, whether it's to assist understanding, spark a discussion, or promote critical thinking. The main purpose of any question is to check for understanding, but do you know questions, if asked efficiently, will stimulate discussion, provoke thought, provide in-depth knowledge, encourage active participation, and will also inspire curiosity in the classroom. Consider 2 scenarios. In the first one, after teaching a concept, the teacher asks, "Is this clear?" and moves on. However, in the second scenario, the teacher asks, "Why do you think this solution works?" and waits for responses. Which scenario is likely to lead to a deeper understanding? And why? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Moving on. Now let us have a look at different types of questions. Your question will depend on the goal that you have in mind. Diagnostic type of questions will help you identify if students have any misconceptions. Formative questions are used to check the ongoing understanding of the students. And summative questions will evaluate the final comprehension. Now let us look at each one in detail. Teacher, diagnostic questions can be used to evaluate students before they have finished their learning or even before it begins. Consider this example. Once a teacher, before even beginning the topic, systems of human body, asks questions like, "What do you think happens when we exercise? How do you think our memory works? Do you think this would be helpful?" I will tell you. This small exercise will help the teacher understand her students' level on that topic and plan her lessons better. Here's one activity for you. Write down 2 diagnostic questions for the topic, parts of plant. I am sure you must have already heard about formative and summative questions. The major purpose of formative questions is to identify and classify students who have understood the concept clearly and those who have not. However, students are not graded on the basis of what they answer. On the other hand, summative questions evaluate student learning, knowledge and proficiency. They are almost always formally graded. It's crucial to align your questions with your learning objectives to keep students on track toward their goals. A well-aligned question directly measures the specific knowledge or skills outlined in those objectives. For example, if the objective is for students to understand the causes of World War I, an effective question might be, "What were the key factors that led to the outbreak of World War I?" Now, take a moment to write down a question that aligns with one of your current lesson objectives. Let's look at the right way to ask questions using the Give Me 5 method. Step 1. Think for a minute. After you ask a question, provide the students a moment to reflect. Give them time to understand the question. Step 2. Turn and talk to your partner. Encourage them to discuss their thoughts with the person next to them. It helps to hear different perspectives. Step 3. Hunt for the answer. Look for the best possible answer based on what you've discussed. Step 4. Count down. Ask the students to prepare the answer while you count down from 5 and be ready when time is up. Step 5. Track. Now, call out a student's name. Ask everyone to track that person and listen to their response. Remember this process with the simple phrase, "Give me 5." Another important reason behind asking questions is that it creates a culture of curiosity and trains the students to be curious. When teachers pose questions like why and how, students begin to dig deeper into their studies. It encourages students to look for solutions, analyze, and learn. By promoting curiosity, you may foster an environment in the classroom where students are not satisfied with the surface but dig deeper to fulfill their curiosity. Have a look at the two scenarios mentioned on the screen. Which scenario is likely to create curiosity? Why? Here are two amazing strategies that you can use in your classroom. First one is the question wall. Set up a question wall where students can post questions they have during the week. This will encourage ongoing curiosity and engagement. Second one is the question of the day. Start each day with a question of the day related to the lesson topic. This will get the students thinking from the moment they enter the classroom. Now that you have learned the methodology, we would like to show you how to use AI LLM tools to save time and utilize the same to improve the quality of your instructions and cater to your students' need better. We have provided AI prompt cheat sheets in your downloadable resources. Please download it. Now let us see how to use this sheet. Firstly, open any AI tool like ChatGPT, Copilot, or Gemini on your browser. Then refer to the shown image and open the provided cheat sheet. Now refer to the highlighted prompt as shown in the image. Copy this prompt and paste it in your preferred AI tool. Replace number with number of questions you require, grade level with class you want to create the questions for, topic and subject as per the subject you are teaching. You will get list of questions which you can add to your lesson plan. If required, you can improvise them. Before we end today's session, let us quickly summarize the key takeaways. While questioning, it's essential to keep purpose at the forefront. Every question you ask should have a clear intent. Utilize a variety of question types, including diagnostic, formative, and summative, to enrich the learning experience. Make sure your questions align with your learning objectives to reinforce key goals. It is important to ask the questions in a right way. Use the Give Me 5 method. Finally, cultivate a culture of inquiry in your classroom, where questioning is not only encouraged but truly valued. During the session, we've mentioned various resources for your use. Be sure to download and save these materials for future reference. Additionally, don't forget to complete the assessment. Once you finish, you will be able to download your certificate. That's all for today. Keep learning.